That's what it felt like out there tonight. What a hard-fought, gritty game. Two good teams battling it out. It's been a long time since we've punted the ball that many times and played conservative, but man, that's about as good a defensive performance as I've seen in a long time. 42 rushes for 38 yards, 11 sacks. Outside of a couple mistakes early in the game, with a couple PIs, had 12 men in the game, we settled in and really just played dominant football defensively. And, offensively couldn't really get in rhythm the first part of the game. We couldn't get the ball. I think we had the ball maybe 2 minutes in the first quarter and really just couldn't quite get in the sync. But, man, the last drive before the half was a thing of beauty. And really hit our rhythm, got some tempo going, and then to come back out the third quarter and go right down the field, that really was the difference in the game. And then we fumbled the ball after that, which was really disappointing, and I felt like that was really their only chance. So we played pretty close to the vest down the stretch there, and really proud of Spires. I think he had 6 punts for right at a 43-yard average and 4 inside the 20. And that was big. Field position was huge, and we really played field position down the stretch. And then the probably my favorite part of the game was 3 minutes and something, and they got 3 timeouts, and you end up taking a knee. That was something that I'm really proud of our guys. Wasn't a perfect game. But give Auburn credit. That's a good football team. They're going to win a bunch of games. They'll be right in the thick of it as they go through their conference and the rest of their schedule. But early in the season, you got a new quarterback. We really haven't had any adversity. How's this team going to respond? Just really proud of our guys and the heart that they displayed, the will to win at the end of the game. And, again, to finish the game and take a knee when everybody knows you're going to run the football, and to find a way to just dig down and get it done was something I'm really proud of. But just an awesome performance, and, again, something we can grow from. We got a lot to learn from on this tape. We played a lot of guys, but there's still other guys that maybe didn't get to play quite as much tonight that still was good experience for them, being a part of a game like this as we go through the rest of our season. But at the end of the day, we're 2-0. That's what we wanted to do. And next goal for us is to win the division. And so we got to load up and head up to Louisville next week for a huge challenge in a division game. So just thankful that we had an experience like this to really prep us a little bit as we get into conference play. Yeah. Auburn is an offense that needs to get chunks. They kind of live off of chunk plays. And, again, we had the 2 PIs early, and that was just poor hand placement. I mean, we're in great position. But we're hands up high, and we kind of grab a little bit, and so we bailed them out right there. But outside of that, our coverage on the back end was tremendous. Guys were in position. Ryan Carter's play, down the field was a thing of beauty. Really proud of Kayvon stepping in and starting at safety for us tonight. And against that's not an easy offense. There's a lot of, formations and adjustments, unbalanced, quick huddles, personnel groupings, motions, shifts. There's a lot going on. And for a young guy like Kayvon to get his first start at safety, Tanner Muse, it was just a great challenge for our defense. But at the end of the day, we just won in the trenches. And 11 sacks, I think that's second most in school history, 117 total yards. We tackled well. Our ends were dominant, and the guys inside played outstanding. Our linebacker, all 3 levels. It was just a very, very good performance. And, again, that's something that we can gain a lot of confidence from. Played a lot of guys, and I think we came through the game pretty healthy. I think Marcus Edmond was the only one. He had like a foot sprain, came down on it wrong. At least the X-ray looked good, but some type of sprain in his midfoot.
How excited are you as a coach with your defense, not allowing a touchdown in 2 games, less than 300 total yards in 2 games? Does that give you a sense of excitement or anticipation going to the conference play, seeing how they'll fare up against Lamar Jackson?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got it's a different animal next week for sure. you're dealing with the Heisman Trophy winner. So he's he's like playing against 12. He's a great player, so that'll be a different challenge for us. But absolutely, this is something we can build on. It's a hard-fought, gritty, tough win early in the season where you got to find a way to get it done. It wasn't perfect, wasn't beautiful in all areas, but defensively, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with winning games on defense. You got to be able to win games a lot of different ways, and we've demonstrated that we can do that because you never know what type of game you're going to get into. So certainly something we can gain some confidence from.
What does it do for your team going forward to have this sort of grinded out win? I mean, you know, things didn't always go the offense's way tonight. They had to battle for those 14 points. What does that set you up for heading into conference play and heading into something next part?
Well, we'll watch the tape, and I know exactly what we're going to see and what they're going to see. We had a few miscommunications. We had a 3rd and 1, and we got, you know, one guy heard this direction, the other guy heard this direction, not on the same page, and that can't happen. You know, it's critical. 3rd and 1. We had a couple of sacks. So, you know, we've got a lot of room for improvement. But there were some plays there. Y'all didn't see them. But there were some big-time plays there that we didn't get a chance to complete and finish on because we didn't take care of our quarterback. And so, you know, that was probably the disappointing thing. But, again, give Auburn credit. I mean, they're really good. I mean, they're a legit probably top 5 defense all day long. And so they challenged us, and we need that. I mean, again, we're a new team, and we got a lot of different pieces. But I love how they responded. They didn't panic. Disappointed in the turnovers. You know, we can't put the ball on the ground. I mean, that's a frustrating thing. That was really their only chance tonight, the way our defense was playing. But hats off to those guys. I mean, I think we fumbled the ball, went on the 10-yard line or so, and held them to a field goal. And then we had another one midfield. Ended up getting that one back. But you know, it's a tape that I think our guys are going to come away with. We won the game, but offensively they're going to come away with a lot that they can you know, go and learn from as we go into this week of prep.
Coach, speaking of that fumble on the 10-yard line, it was by Ray on 1st down. He comes right back, has an 8-yard punt return, and then he makes that huge 30-yard catch to set up the go-ahead score. How much does that exemplify really the maturation of him from last year?
Yeah, it's big time. You know, I mean, last year that was kind of when he would make a mistake last year, he'd come 2 more. And, you know, that's just maturity. That's just maturity. And listen, he's fighting. I mean, that was a screen. You got bodies everywhere, and he's fighting for extra yards. Guy gets his hand on the ball. It's a tough play. It was close. He was close to having his knee down, but, you know, I'm proud of him. He came back, and at the end of the day, the way they were playing us and challenging us, we were going to have to make some plays, and we made some big plays. You know, Dion, he drew a couple of pass interference calls and made a couple big plays. Renfro was awesome. So, you know, we did what we needed to do to win the game, but we got a lot of improving. You know, we'll look at the tape again and see the mistakes, and we'll go correct them. But this is one of those games you can really grow from.
How did you carry over the momentum offensively? First half, you struggled to go out and score a touchdown. What did you say to the team in halftime in order to get them, go score that touchdown?
Well, we just got together as coaches again. You know, we really just couldn't get in the rhythm in the first half. I think we had the ball about 2 minutes. I think we had 6 plays maybe in the whole first quarter. So it was just kind of a weird deal. They had some great drives, and they had the drives extended with the PIs, 12 men, and so forth. But you know, we just kind of got our plan together, went back to the basics. And we built off of that last drive that we put together right before the half. We felt like we had found a couple things, and so you know, we had a decent return set up there on kick return and went to work. But really proud of them. You know, converted a couple 3rd downs. Kelly extended some plays with his feet, and we made some big throws and catches.
What kind of luxury did they have this defense for a while? Were you maybe trying to work in some new parts and try to get things rolling on offense?
Well, I mean that's big because again, that allows you to not have to force certain things, you know, and that's kind of where we were tonight. We didn't want to try to force a couple. They played a little more too deep than what we expected tonight, and we didn't really want to force anything. But when you got a great defense, that can fix a lot of problems, and that can cover up a lot of mistakes. And our defense certainly did that tonight. Great, all three levels. I mean, when we brought pressure, they really didn't have an answer. I thought outside of a couple of times when we pressured, we contained him. He got outside of us a couple of times. We didn't do a good job with our loop technique and just the contain guy, but we did a really nice job of mixing it up. But all three levels. I mean, we had sacks from everyone. Austin Bryan, I think, had 4 sacks. Christian had 2. Dorian had 14 tackles. Kendall Joseph had 9 tackles. And then, again, our secondary was tremendous. So when you have that, there were several coverage sacks where he wasn't comfortable letting the ball go because of the coverage, and then the pressure is able to get there. So we forced the issue and, probably pressured maybe more than we normally do, but we felt like that we had something there. And, we felt confident, and our guys were confident on the back end.
Did you see your secondary coming into this game with any kind of chip on their shoulder or extra motivation facing a quarterback that could do today?
No, I don't think they were worried about that. I think they're motivated to play well. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, we don't really – I mean, our guys aren't going to go, ooh, we're playing the Heisman this week. That's not – we don't think that way. I mean, we just want to play well. I think when you spot the ball, you want to have some pride in your performance. And we've got a bunch of competitors. And we got some new guys. We got a lot of guys getting their first opportunities, and they're hungry. They want to play well. They take pride and they care about their team and their teammates. So, it didn't have anything to do with who we were playing or the quarterback we were playing. It's just personal pride in their performance.
What did you see from playing more on that play, the 4th and 3?
The pressure. It's just a great tackle. I mean, that's 6'4", 250. That's a big man. And, it's not hard. It's not easy to tackle a guy when you're coming full speed in space like that. And for him to be able to redirect and get his hands on him and get him down, I mean, that was a big-time play, a big-time sack right there. Really, really great to see him have that type of game. He's a perfect example of a guy that can really, I think, make leaps and bounds, from a game like this, because he really hadn't been in a game like that. We had several. JD went in and played well. All those guys, Chad, all those guys did a heck of a job when they were in there. Well, I mean, we've worked really hard, to recruit the right kind of guys, to develop them. And, we've got big, strong, athletic guys. And we got a great group of coaches, that pour into them every single day. And we work hard to give them a good plan and have a chance to be successful. But at the end of the day, the credit goes to the players. They got to buy in, and they got to put the work in. And our guys do that. We got excellent leadership. But we got a good group. We got to grow a few guys up on the outside at the end. We got to create a little more depth there as we go through our season. But that first 4, they're pretty special.
Coach, not to dwell on the negative, but you're -2 in turnover margin tonight. You were -2 against Alabama. Miraculously won that game somehow. I'm guessing if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have an answer for you. I really don't, other than, give the credit to the players. They just seem to find a way to win and overcome adversity and mistakes. So that it's not a good recipe. I mean, there's the last national champion was 1989. Us in 1989 with a negative margin. Isn't that right? 1989. 89? Yeah, so it's really not a good recipe for success. We were very fortunate that we were a very good team and we were able to overcome it. But, I keep saying that worm's going to turn. And give Auburn credit. They didn't turn it over. I mean, we hit them. But they held on to the football, and we didn't do a good job of it. We had 2 fumbles, critical fumbles. Cost us field position and momentum, and one of them cost us points. So, we just keep working at it, and hopefully it'll turn around for us. And by the end of the year, we can be on the other side of it. But it is what it is.
Coach, you touched on the points about growth and confidence. More specifically,
Yeah, well, yeah, I was telling the media folks, the TV people, when I met with them yesterday, really kind of that exact thing in that, I mean, I've seen him practice. I mean, I've seen him respond when he threw a pick. I've seen him respond when he had a bad practice. I've seen him respond where maybe we weren't having quite as good a scrimmage against our guys. I've seen him respond to going against great competition day in and day out. But I hadn't seen him handle that in a game setting. So, you know, I hope that I would see what I saw tonight and that he would just continue to be Kelly and do what he's done in practice, because that's what he's been in practice. I mean, he's been unbelievably confident and competitive and poised, and when he's made mistakes, he's bounced back. But it's just a whole different deal to do it under the lights. And to see him tonight was awesome. I mean, I'm so proud of him. I mean, 240-something yards and 2 touchdowns. That second touchdown was just all grit, breaking tackles and going and getting the end zone. But some big throws, took some hits, and just really proud of him. And again, that's now I think he's answered a lot of questions. You know, we thought he would do that. It's one thing to think it. It's another thing to experience it and see it. So there's no question. I think his confidence will really climb from that. And I'm really proud of him. That was just what we needed and just what he needed early in the season, to have some adversity, to have to battle, to have to grit it out. And he did it.
Coach, you won 24 of your last 25 games here at Death Valley, including several ranked opponents. How much did the defense feed off of that energy tonight?
Our fans are amazing. I mean, unbelievable. I had a recruit come up to me in the locker room, and that's what he told me. He said, "Coach, I've never seen anything like it." And that's just a credit to our fans. What an environment. Are you kidding me? To be able to play college football in an environment like this, it's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, it's special. I mean, you don't have to like Clemson, but if you're a college fan, man, you need to come see a game at Death Valley. It is special. It's unbelievable. From the time we get off the bus, the Tiger Walk, I mean, heck, I'm ready to play. By the time the Tiger Walk's over, I'm looking for some pads. It's unbelievable the energy that our crowd and fans bring every single week. Last week, noon game, unbelievable. But it was great, and just really appreciate our fans. And, again, the environment that we have just is special. It's special. It just never gets old. And to be in a locker room like that after the game, I mean, it's what it's all about. It really is. It just never gets old. Yeah, he just comes out from them big games. Yeah, them teams from Alabama. I don't know. He shows up in them games. I don't know what it is, but he's what a game. What a game. Some big throw and catches, and then the last one, that third down, we wanted a real conservative play. Kind of kept Kelly on the move, and it was. I told him if it wasn't clean and wide open, run it. But Renfro, did a great job of popping open right there, and it was just a heck of a nice throw and catch, and what a big first down for us. Huge. Yeah, no question. I mean, we lose Marcus, and I'm real proud of Mark Fields. Ryan Carter is a baller, and he has been since he's been here. I mean, so you just kind of same old with Ryan Carter. He's just at another level. He's a fifth-year senior. He's confident. This kid's played in big games, big moments. So he's just kind of Ryan. I hate it for Marcus that he got hurt. We love Marcus and trust him. Mark Fields is a guy that really needed to grow up and mature and get serious about being a great player and buy in to being not just a good athlete and a guy that can run fast, but a technician at his position. And, man, I'm so proud of Mark Fields. He has had a great camp, and he is unbelievably gifted. He has great talent. And now he's kind of made that jump. He's kind of made that turn. And this was a big night for him. His confidence and to see the way he's playing right now, I think, the sky's the limit for him. Trayvon Mullen, Trayvon, he's a true sophomore. I'm really glad his family was able to be here. They had to get out of Florida for the hurricane, and, his mom was able to get up here to watch the game. And to watch him play with the confidence that he's playing with and from where he was last year as a true freshman, it's fun to see those guys. Tanner Muse, Tanner really hadn't been challenged. And tonight was a challenge. Tonight was a preparation challenge. There's a lot of details that go into a game plan like this tonight to defend what they do. I mean, that is a very difficult offense to prepare for. And Tanner Muse has put the work in. He's confident. You know, we got a lot of guys, Isaiah Simmons, A.J. Terrell. I mean, just really proud of that whole secondary. And they're just going to get better. They're just going to get better from this.
Coach, thanks very much.
Okay, thank y'all.